Kijk, ja, je ziet.
It took me about 10 minutes to ride from my bed and breakfast to the ferry. It wasn't even that late, but it was already a really hot day. I waited in line a bit and talked to a fellow Dutch motorbiker who was also about to do a solo trip. And then it was time to check in. Okay.
Drive to lane A.
Lane A?
Yes.
En ik had hem gewoon af. Ze hebben er niks van gezegd. Oh ja.
Gaat zo tekeer.
Do you need a lift?
Yes, please. Yeah. Can I go? You sit outside? Can I go?
Yeah, you can go upstairs.
Upstairs? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or else you can go down here. There's, yeah.
I'll go upstairs. Thank you. Thank you.
The police is gonna check your QR code and your ID card, like
Okay.
passport or anything.
Yeah.
And then you should be on your way quite soon.
Thank you.
Have a safe travel.
Thank you.
Need to scan it for you? I can take it off. Thank you.
Where are you going now?
Going to visit my sister who lives in Riefel. Alright, thank you very much.
I arrived at Christiansand, the real start point for my adventure. From now on, no more highways. For the next few days, I will be following a GPS track which I downloaded from an adventure biker website. This will lead me all the way up to Rifos, where my sister lives, and from there on, I will pick up the Trans-Euro Trail. In the end of the afternoon I drove past a campground and I decided it was time to call it a day. I was longing for a cold shower and also it was time to do some laundry. My clothes were so sweaty. The campground was almost empty and I could pick any spot to quickly put up my tent. What an awesome first day in Norway it was. Although it started with a little bit of rain, the rest of the day was warm and sunny. I encountered my first gravel roads and I was getting way and way more into nature and away from build-up areas. After eating breakfast and spilling some coffee, it was time to hit the road again. Yesterday I found out that my wireless charger isn't working anymore, so I had to plug in the cable. That's not a problem as long as it stays dry. And for now it really looks like it. I had only 2 goals for today. The first one was a nice cold lake for a swim, and the second one was a camp spot in the wild.
Hey, no, you should.
GPS track guided me through the beautiful southern part of Norway. Trails, gravel roads, curvy mountain roads and the occasional typical Scandinavian village. Sometimes my urge to explore takes over and I turn my bike into one of these off-track trails. But more than often it comes to a dead end or it was just unrideable for my big heavy loaded adventure bike, so I have to put on my focus face, turn the bike around and head back to the original trail. After a refreshing swim near an abandoned lake house in the middle of a forest, it is now time to find myself a place to set up camp for the night. When riding through this beautiful long gorge, I suddenly see this spot down by the lake, and I have to check it out because this might be the place I want to set up camp for tonight. And it definitely is. Although there's quite a bit of traffic on the road, the spot itself is not visible from the road, so that doesn't bother me. It is nice and flat, so I can put up my tent, and most important, it's close by streaming water, so I can use that for washing and cooking.